Yeah. Yeah. We just starting up. We just letting everybody come right in, man. I gotta start up the stream. I gotta set up the stream, man. I gotta get better. We gotta get better at setting up the stream, man. I don't know. Well, do I? Yeah, man. We doing some reaction. We got a lot to talk about. A lot to talk about. Look, I'm just setting up. I'm setting up, y'all. Don't even trip. Don't even trip. See, I would start y'all off with a mix, but I can't play the mix because then I might get booted off of YouTube. You feel me? I get booted off of YouTube if it's like that. Yeah. You gotta talk to me, man. All right. You. All right, now I'm good. I'm good. We about to start off. What the is going on? You know, I gotta share some of this video. Yo. Live and direct. Can't post comments to some destinations. Can't believe it. Ooh, I can't believe it. Yeah, she all on me. Yo, we literally setting up the stream, y'all. We literally setting it up. Cause I gotta post the link on the socials. Yeah, I posted a clip. I posted a clip today from yesterday's stream, and I can't lie, shit is I got a little motion, gang. I'm staying. I got a little motion. I am staying committed to the cause. I am. I have seen. I have seen the light. I have seen the light, Lord, and we just gonna keep pushing forward. No cap. We're gonna keep posting. We're gonna stay consistent. You know what I'm saying? How y'all doing? How y'all doing? That's the thing, yo. Y'all actually have to communicate. That's how this works. And I am simultaneously trying to catch this fourth quarter of this Nuggets game. That's the that's the real shit. Hold on. Location. Oh, snap. Yo, Nuggets. Damn. Are we watching this? Okay, SGA. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is too tough. And I'm trying to figure out. He's definitely MVP. He's definitely MVP. I'm not even kidding you. Hold on, I gotta post my last one, y'all. I gotta post my last one. Turn the TV off. Turn the TV off. Yeah. Turn the TV off. Shit, May. Hold on. 103, 100. Jokic with a fuck. Oh, Jokic. Oh my goodness. Jokic, 44 points tonight. What the actual fuck? What the actual fuck? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh, pass. Come on, Jalen. Click, clack, pow! Oh my. It's going OT. It's going OT. OT, OT. OT, OT. Nah, this. We starting the show, y'all. We got to start the show. You know what I'm saying? I just had to make my announcements. I had to get people in the show live. I can't believe this. Look. Jokic is the player on the planet. But SGA is my MVP. Like, facts. Facts. Hold on. They saying they want to be called in. Oh, they saved it. Yo, they saved it. Hold on, y'all. Nah, it's over. It's over. It's over. This shit is over, bro. Yeah. This shit is over.
Yeah.
Wow, this shit is over.
Gotta call the big man who kid this thing.
Wow. Nah, this is nutty.
Okay, see, I told y'all niggas, bro. We gotta go through the fire.
Bro, I can't believe this.
Gotta go through the fire, man. It won't be easy, but we're gonna go through it.
It's 2-2. So what's gonna happen though?
It's 3-2, bro.
I'm saying it's 3-2.
Going to Nuggets, we go.
You're gonna close out in Denver. This is going 7.
I don't know.
This has all the makings of going 7. Easily.
I don't know.
Bro, tell me why.
Tell you why?
Yeah, why is this not going 7? This is easily going 7. Bro, Jokic is putting up a masterclass every time he touched the court.
And it's not enough, bro. He needs his supporting cast. He obviously can't do it by himself.
But it's not like they
masterclass.
It's not like it's not like they just killed them.
Nah, they didn't.
They just pulled away. Why can't they already took 2 games? So you think they're gonna win? You think they're gonna beat them another 2 more? You think they're gonna beat them 2 more? Straight?
Yeah. We're not going to 2. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to tell you. We're not going to go to 2 games, bro. We going to 1 game, Denver.
Oh nah.
In their crib.
Oh nah.
In their crib.
I gotta disagree with that, bro. I just think when you got the championship, like this series, this is what it looks like. This looks like championship. What side of the ball?
Bro, if Denver was to win this game tonight, you could say that their championship experiences is what carried them. But because OKC fought through, because Denver had multiple leads in this game, but OKC fought back every time, and you see who's closing out the game right now.
Yeah, and that's fine. But also you got home.
It's more than fine.
You got home crowd. They got home crowd. I mean, I'm not doubting. I expect OKC to win this series. But just by the pace in which Denver is playing, and just the way that Jokic is backpacking right now, I could easily make an argument for the fact that they're gonna win. They're gonna win the next game. They're gonna win the next game, and this shit is going 7. I just don't think Jokic is gonna go out sad. Well, technically he won 2, so he's not gonna go out sad. But I don't think he's going out like this. Because I just think next game, all that championship experience is just gonna show.
I mean, I feel like the champion is being shown right now from OKC.
Bro, you can't say the champion. You can't say that's being shown when they have bro. They haven't won anything.
They're showing you that they can win. They are showing,
but they haven't won anything though. You can't show you're not showing me anything because I haven't seen it. So I literally have not tell me they're showing.
So what are you looking at right now? These are wins, quality earned wins.
They're currently in a series right now. That's why I'm trying to tell you. You're already packing Denver up. And I'm telling you, next game I can expect, because I have actually seen them get like that. I can expect them to play up next game because they already been playing up this game. OKC snuck this one out.
And what about the last game? Because they won that game too. This is 2 back-to-back wins now.
Bro, trust.
Momentum.
You think it's momentum?
Momentum.
I don't know, bro. They split at home, split on the road. I could easily look. I got money on Denver. On Denver winning the next game. Dead ass.
We could do that.
No, I don't want to do that with you. Nah, I don't want to do that with you. I don't want to. I don't want to put up no money with you. I already took your money. I already took your money for the season, for the postseason. So it's like why would I? It's like why would I want to? You know what I'm saying? Why would I want to
I
like
made
even?
you work for that.
Why would
You
I
have to
want to
go
mess
7
with
for
my
that.
luck?
That needs to go 7 for you.
Justin Tucker got released.
Remember
It
that?
was
Don't
a-
forget.
You think so,
It went 7. What do you mean? Do I think so?
bro?
It went 7.
And they
You thought like early game 3, and then
they went back to the crib, cause
huh,
they was out of here. You wanted the Rockets to win. They was out of here.
I did.
They packed those pussies up. Shit. But yeah, man, I didn't even start my show. I just went straight into reacting
This
to this
wasn't the
because
show. I thought you were.
I didn't even start my show. I was watching this fourth quarter. I didn't even get into my intros. I didn't get into anything. Cause I'm live. I'm watching that shit. I'm watching that shit
man.
right now as we, you know what I'm saying, as we speaking for real. It's nuts. Can't even go game 7. Gotta just knock him out in Denver. I personally don't think that's happening, man. I swear. But when you look at this game, like, did SGA show you that he's the best player in the world?
31, 6, and 7.
Who's the best player
Closing out
in
the
the
game.
Who's the best player in the world?
The best in the world is Jokic. That's fine. That's fine. That's absolutely. I'm not going to debate or dispute that he's the best player in the world. But this season, the best player was SGA.
Okay, the best player in the world was not the best player in the season.
Correct.
Is that what you're telling me?
Yes. Are we potting right now? Or we're not potting right now.
I mean, we potting. I'm live. You know what I'm saying? I just need to know. Because
the best player in the world is not the best. Wasn't the best player of the season. That's okay to say.
Okay, and wait, and they haven't announced MVP yet, though.
They announced it today, but they push it back.
So there's still a chance that Jokic can steal that.
Yeah, but he won't. Not after tonight.
I mean, the votes been in, but look, I think it may be closer than we expect it to be. I think the MVP race is going to be very much closer than we expect it to be. That ass.
Do you really think that?
Yeah, no, for real. I think there's a lot of people. I think there's a lot of voters that can't overlook the triple double. It's not just the triple double. It's the career highs that he was having in the triple double too, right? Like, and then the fact that it was top 10, the fact that Jokic was top 10 in literally almost every category. I think that is just something that a lot of voters probably can't overlook when it comes in terms of who was the MVP of the NBA season. You know what I'm saying? Oh, look, somebody just said if they give it to SGA, this shit is rigged. Joker has more accolades than SGA. I believe you. I believe you, Nice. It's just we kind of. I think there's a bit of a voters fatigue when it comes to Jokic. We can't just give it to Jokic every year, bro. There's other nice people in the league.
I'll tell you this. Tonight, for the first time, I want to say this whole series, Jokic and Shea went head-to-head for the first time, and they showed why both of them are in the conversation for MVP.
I mean, sure. I mean, but SGA made his statement in the season too. Like, he killed Jokic.
Yeah,
I think it was their last matchup. He killed them. I think that was a good stamp, because then when it came to head to head, he was cooking, he chopped. So it's not like you could say Jokic outdueled him in a head to head. All right, he goes. Nice says. So what are we basing it when we're talking about MVP, and how do you achieve it? All right, so boom. I think you
What's
need
the
to
factors?
wait. Hold on. I think you need to reward. I think you need to reward winning. So we got to give SGA that. I think you need to reward high level play while winning. And I think we need to give that to SGA. But then when you start looking down at the actual stats, this is a big man doing unthinkable things. But then if you just was to look at guard play, not the entirety, because Jokic could just do more as a big man than SGA can. So when you're looking at a triple-double with rebounds, you can't just compare it to SGA's what? I think SGA got 5 rebounds this season.
Something like that.
I
Probably
think
5 or
he's
6.
about five rebounds. You can't compare that. So you gotta look at it from a position basis. And I'm looking at SGA putting up historic guard numbers, like Michael Jordan numbers. And we gotta accept that. So I think with the stats that SGA has put up, with the fact that best record in the league, and you just got to reward winning. We got to get back to rewarding winning, man. Like I don't want everybody to be infatuated with Jokic triple doubles. I just think there's more. I just think there's more. Even though he had the backpack, he did everything he could. They ended up in 4th place, but nah, man, he just can't get it this year. I just think SGA was working way too fucking hard this year, bro. Way too hard.
If I have to put it into categories, like you said, we're gonna start off with winning, right? OKC had the best record all year, and they're the best team in the NBA from the East and the West side, right? That's one. 2, I want to say that SJ has played without Chet, Ihart, and J-Dub for good amount of portions throughout the season. So he's been playing without a few of his best players and still winning games and still playing at a top level, right? That's 2. 3, I want to say he's doing something right now that even guys like LeBron and Kobe haven't done, which is leading a young team while being young himself. Right now, Shay's in his prime, and he's leading guys that are younger than him in their second, third year, 4th year.
Bro.
Right? Jokic, hold on. These are my
I'll let
criteria.
you land. I'll let you land.
These are my criteria. You feel me? Jokic has done that. Is that whole team has championship pedigree, right? So they have experience. They have vets. You got Jamal Murray. You got MPJ. You got Aaron Gordon. They got Westbrook. So they have guys. So realistically, you would think that they are the better team, respectfully. But if you take Shea out of OKC, all you have is a bunch of young thoroughbreds who are good in parts. But Shea is the leader that brings them all together. He's the guy that's leading and steering the ship.
Okay. First, you said he doing shit that LeBron ain't. Come on, bro. LeBron dragged a bunch of nobodies to a finals when he was like, what, 23, 22? When he was 23, 22, when he was out there with fucking Mike Bibby and who the fuck? I forgot that team. Again, that his first finals versus the Spurs. You crazy,
look what
bro.
You said though. He had to drag them. Shea's not dragging them.
You just said he's leading them. Either way,
he's leading.
Either way, that's a backpack.
No, Shea's not backpacking them. Everybody's playing their role. Everybody's stepping up here.
So, which means he's not even as good as LeBron. If that's the case, what are you saying?
Shea not having to backpack doesn't make him any less better than LeBron. That means he knows what his team is. He knows what his team is good at, and he's bringing the best out of them.
All right, hold on. Nice man. Another comment, man. SGA points 32.7 rebounds, 5-6 assists, 51% from the field. Jokic 26. Jokic is 29, 12, and 10, 57% from the field. This is regular season. It's too far apart. What are we talking about? Nice. This is what I'm trying to tell you, bro. 32, 5, and 6 on 51% shooting is not regular for a guard. Like, that's why
Exactly.
you're so enamored by the big man stats. And sure, first of all, a big man is already supposed to, regardless
Get the
of
boards.
regardless, the big man is already supposed to be, first of all, have a high field goal percentage. And
Correct.
granted, he is taking more shots, more difficult shots this season because he had to backpack. I'm not taking that away just off the simple fact he's taking more threes, but SGA is taking more threes too. And he's shooting at a good clip. Like, you're so caught up in the big man shit, but a guard ain't have a season like this since damn near Michael Jordan, bro. Like, we gotta, you're not even taking that into consideration. He said no brother, not big man stats, but MVP regular season is leader in most. Bro, I can't.
What is Shea's field goal percentage versus Jokic?
51.9 to Jokic's 57.6. I think that's OD. He's a big man. It doesn't matter
He's
which
supposed
shot.
to do that, exactly.
He's supposed to have a high percentage. What's impressive about Jokic field goal is that he has threes in there. He has like some mid-range shots in there. So the fact that it's still at 57, that's ham. But the fact that SGA is shooting at a 51 clip and putting up 32 and top 5 in steals, like, I'm not gonna overlook that. I'm sorry. Like, I get that Jokic he was hooping, but it just can never get like that, bro. I'm being dead serious.
I'm proud of my boys today, man. They really growing up before my eyes.
Bro,
They're making me proud.
You love them. You love them.
They're making me proud, bro.
You love OKC.
I've heard a lot throughout this whole year about how they're not ready, they're inexperienced, they're gonna get smacked, but man, they're proving everybody wrong. Everybody's stepping up. And I'll say this too, because it's not being spoken about enough. The Thunder has had one of the best regular seasons in history, and it won't get spoken about until it's all said and done. When people look back at it, then they're gonna realize what exactly the Thunder actually accomplished this season overall.
Is it really? What is it really that? I don't know.
It is, bro. It is. I could pull up the stats. It is.
Is it the best regular season?
It's like top 2 compared to the Warriors. It's the Warriors and there's them.
Okay. It's not the best. I'm like, didn't they win 70?
With the Warriors.
Didn't they win 73?
Who, the Thunder or the Warriors? Yeah, the Warriors got 73. They overall, the Warriors have the most wins in NBA history. But if we're talking about total dominance, like, Thunder was spanking their opponents by double digits for majority of their games.
Respect.
They beat almost every team. They had a 28-1 record against the Eastern Conference teams. That's not crazy to you? Only one team beat the Thunder, and that was the Cavs.
I don't know, bro.
That's it.
I'm not ready. I don't think this team is like OD. I don't think OKC is OD. That's just I think the Timberwolves when they eventually pack up the Warriors, I think the Timberwolves could really punch them, bro.
That's gonna be a fun matchup.
I think, because when you want to go killer for killer, that's why it's like shit gets the waters get muddy. Because when you want to go killer for killer, I gotta take Ant-Man. I'm sorry. It just get like that. But like I've seen him have some bad games. Like, but like I rarely see bad games from SGA. And that's the
Exactly,
thing.
barely,
Like,
bro.
but like when it comes to like just ripping your heart out,
He has that.
I think A-Man is just that's the guy I want to pick.
It's gonna be fun, man. I'm looking forward to that matchup, bro. I'm not gonna lie. That's that matchup right there. These hopefully if everything goes according to plan and it's the Timberwolves versus OKC and the Pacers versus the Knicks, these conference finals are gonna be a movie.
You jacking that?
I mean, you already know with the history with your Knicks and the Pacers, that's gonna go crazy. You already know that. And then with these young guys,
we chopping the Pacers. I'm talking about that. I'm gonna talk about that later, but we are chopping the Pacers, bro. I'm not even kidding.
I think what's going on with the Pacers, I think because yesterday I heard a lot of people say like that the NBA is rigged with the draft picks and stuff like that. But I think there is something to be said how Haliburton had a very, very rough start to the year, and he's made a complete 360. And I think it does have a part to play with him having a lot of camera time on him because that Netflix doc is going to drop soon. You know that.
I mean, he spoke about like mental health. He spoke about his mental health and how the Olympics played a part in his mental health and like like how he had to bounce back and he had to get his he had to really get himself together. And that's why you kind of you seen as the season progressed, you seen like that change and you seen that spark. And then once he started playing better, they started playing better. But I don't know, bro. I don't know. I don't think.
Where you don't think? Tell me. Let me hear it. Let me hear your crazy.
Tyrese Haliburton, bro. He's tough. He's tough.
Style.
He's tough.
His play style is very like I said, to me, he's like baby CP3. He's a taller CP3 in my opinion. He's not a score first guard. He's a playmaker. And that's why he fits the Pacers so well. Like the Pacers have their parts. You got Siakam, you got Turner, you got Nate Smith, you got Nembhard. And everybody knows their role. Everybody does their role properly. Nobody's looking to be ISO ball, give me the ball. Everybody's just doing what they got to do and fitting in where they got to fit in.
Facts. No, bro. I love the Pacers. Hold on, bro. I didn't even get into my intro. We over here talking.
Yeah, we in there.
Nah, we were literally talking everything right now. I didn't even you fucking up my structure. It's just because I was watching the game like live. I didn't even get a chance to really tap. I didn't really get a chance to really tap in. Oh man, bro, let me let me do this fucking intro, man. I gotta mute you. You gotta give me like 2 minutes. I'm coming right back. Had to mute this guy, man. All right, y'all. I can't believe it. Ooh, I can't believe it. Yo, first of all, hold on. Let me check on how my shit looking right now. Tap in. Yo, I wouldn't believe my damn computer froze. I can't believe this. This is so ghetto. This is the most ghetto stream I ever put together, y'all. My computer is frozen. Johnny, you still there?
Yes, I am.
Bro, my computer's frozen, bro.
Why would I call you don't got your life together, man?
Bro, I don't got nothing. I don't know what's going on.
Man, I got you discombobulated.
Yeah, man. Hold on. I gotta close out some of these tabs. Shit is a little Shit is a little off. Hold on. This is a lot going on right now. Yeah, got to get the memory going. Quit. All right. I can feel the control coming back. There we go. I can feel the control coming back. All right, man. Let me tap in. Let me do my fucking intro. Shout out to everybody watching on YouTube. Shout out to everybody watching on X. I got a couple watching on Twitch right now. We are everywhere, y'all. We are everywhere. Tap in with me. This is Break the Huddle. All right. Play that shit. Yeah. Tap in. And what's going on in my sports junkies, my four lifers, the diehards, and the sad little people whose team ain't never won a damn thing. But hey, I can relate. Welcome to all my listeners, whether you're watching on YouTube or tuning in audio only. This is another episode of Break the Huddle podcast. I am your humble host, Don Deuce, and we got a lot to talk about. Look, the Pacers advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. OKC just dominated. OKC just took another game from the Denver Nuggets. And then, big matchup tomorrow. Knicks, Celtics. They looking to close out. We got a little NFL news. But hey, don't worry. Grab your jersey. Settle in. And let's break the huddle. Who got my back? Who got my back? I got your back. Who got my back? I got your back. Who got that swerve? I got that swerve. Yeah. And before we kick things off, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe on YouTube, and follow Break the Huddle on all your favorite platforms. Whether you're watching or listening, don't miss out on any of the real talk we got coming your way. All right? Let's get into it, man. Like I said, the Pacers advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. This is the matchup I wanted as a Knicks fan. This is the matchup I wanted. This is the matchup we as a community we need, because we will beat the brakes off of the Pacers. Actually, Knicks in 5. If we once we handle Celtics, Knicks in 5. How you feel? How you feeling about that one, Johnny?
Knicks in 5. I like it.
Knicks in 5, gang.
I do believe though that Jalen Brown, if he is who he think he is, he's gonna put up a fight.
That's what I was saying, man. When I think about Jalen Brown, I really think that he has the opportunity to really solidify that Eastern Conference Finals MVP from last year and that Finals MVP from last year. Like, I just want to see like Jalen Brown at his max powers. Like, will the Celtics to another way? I know it sounds crazy because I want the Knicks to win. Don't get me wrong. I want the Knicks to close it out, pack these niggas up, right? Send them to Cancun. But it would be nice to see Jalen Brown bring his A game. Like, I don't want to see. I mean, I want to see like if it's not a 40 ball, like I need like
got it.
If it's not a 40 ball, like I need like 32. I need like 32, 10, and 7, maybe like 3 steals. Like I need him to fill the stat line. Like I would need Jalen Brown to be literally everywhere, bro.
I to be honest, he's gonna have the green light, so he's gonna shoot everything. I just hope that he doesn't shoot threes all game. Like, don't settle for threes. Like, if you're gonna go out
go out your way. Go out. You said you're the best mid-range attacker in the league. Show us. Show us.
Nah, facts. Those
Those are his words.
That's a fact. That's a fact. Hold on, man, because you killing me right now. Look, you gotta stay on. You gotta stay on topic, bro.
Got you fired up.
Yeah, bro. You gotta stay on topic, man. Look, man, the Indiana Pacers, they are headed to the Eastern Conference Finals. Indiana took down the top-seeded Cavaliers 114-105 in Game 5. They closed out the series 4-1, gang. Haliburton, he was a straight-up maestro. He had what he had tonight. He had 30. He had 31, 8 and 6. 10 of 14 from the field, 6 of 10 from the three. He was lights out today, bro. Now, they started off rough. Did you catch that game? Did you watch it?
I did, though, and it had its ups and downs. And I seen people saying early on, the Cavs suck. Why they getting late? Why they laying down like this? And then I guess Donovan Mitchell heard. He heard the cries and he turned it around. He did his best.
I mean, yeah, it looked like the Cavs was gonna take control. Literally, the first quarter was rough for the Pacers. They only scored like 19, trailing by double digits, and then Mobley had a good showing early on. But then literally in the second quarter, shit just kind of started flipping. I think Hallie scored 15 in the second quarter. He made a couple threes. And then literally cut that Cleveland lead only down to like 5. And then after that, once they came out in the second half, you just kind of felt for that rest of the second half that this is feeling like a Pacers type of game.
Yes, sir.
It was feeling like a Pacers type of game.
He wanted it.
You know what I'm saying? Everybody kind of kicked in and contributed. Hallie, Siakam, he had 21, 8 and 5. Myles Turner came to play. Benedict Mathurin, he came to play. But in reality, the Cavaliers, they just didn't have enough fight in them, bro. I thought this was gonna be the game that like Donovan Mitchell was just gonna like take over. I mean, it felt like he was taking over, but Darius Garland did not come to play. I think just bold statement. This is just overreaction. Call this overreaction, but I don't think there's a chance that Darius Garland is going to be a Cleveland Cavalier next season.
Why do you say that? Sounds crazy.
Why? Why does that sound crazy?
Because I could call back. You don't even call back, do you?
Why? You did I say that he wasn't going to be one? That he was staying?
Why does Darius Garland have such a short leash?
What do you mean? We've seen this duo for a couple seasons now.
In the playoffs?
Yes, we have seen the Cleveland Cavaliers and this particular backcourt for at least 3-4 seasons now. The shit don't work.
Last year they got punched by the Knicks, right?
Bro,
I remember
we've seen it for, like I said, this is the third year. This is the third year, and it's not working. It just does. It looks good. It looks good in the regular season, but this has always been the thing with Donovan Mitchell's teams. The teams look good during the regular season. Your regular season overachievers, and then when it gets to the playoffs and things get tight, for some reason he just never has the squad to overcome. Donovan Mitchell is a postseason player, but it just feels like he's never on a team that wants to come to the show with him. He's literally never on the team. I don't know. It's hard to say like Donovan Mitchell is like he's a choker or anything like that. Like men's puts up wild numbers.
So we put the blame on Mobley, Jared Allen, guys like that.
No, I put the blame on Darius Garland today. He had 11 points. You gotta come to
He's
play.
hurt. He's not healthy.
Man, I can't go another season with this shit.
Hurt.
I can't
That's
go
not
another.
made up.
Bro, I don't care what it is. I can't go another. You can't. I don't think the Cleveland Cavaliers want to go another year of seeing this formula. Something gotta shake. And it won't be Evan Mobley, it won't be Jared Allen, and it won't be Donovan Mitchell. Something gotta shake.
That 9-4 from Jared Allen is unacceptable. 30 minutes.
It doesn't matter. Jared Allen is an exceptional center in this league, and exceptional centers in this league are hard to come by. And that's a fact.
Max Shoes 0? Come on.
Matt, I just laid that out for you. I just said Donovan Mitchell is a postseason player. You could check his career numbers. He always shows up. He does his thing. He just happens to be on teams where guys just don't want to show up with him. Guys don't want to come to the party with him.
You let go of Garland. Now who do you replace him with? Since you want to get rid of Garland, who do you replace him with?
I don't know. It don't matter.
No, you don't know. You have to know.
It don't matter. Darius Garland is a wishy-washy player. You can look at the stats, but if you pay attention to Darius Garland, sometimes he's there, sometimes he's present, and sometimes he's not present. I just think, and even if he was healthy, he might have not been present today. Even if he was healthy.
Do that. I can't let you do that, though.
No, bro. I was watching. He's moving around. He's not. It's not just. He wasn't like super limping or anything like that. He was out there. He was hooping, and he didn't knock down the shots. Come on, bro.
That hurt, bro.
Oh
my God,
bro. When I used to explain this, when I used to say, last year. When I used to give these excuses, the same excuses given for Darius Garland is the same excuses I gave for Julius Randle, and they told me none of it. Nobody was ever jacking every time they had jokes for Julius Randle, and I said, man, this guy's playing hurt in the playoffs. They tell me, no, he fucking sucks. Get him out of here. We don't want him.
All right, let me put it to you this way: Would you rather? And this is a general question. Would you rather a player play hurt or not play at all? Which one?
Would I rather a what?
Would you rather a player play hurt, knowing he's injured, but going on the court because camaraderie and I'm gonna fight through it, or not play at all because he knows he's hurt? Which one would you prefer?
Bro, you could play hurt. You gotta give me something. I don't care. You gotta give me shit. If you gotta, but that's the thing though. You step on the court. I expect production. If you can't produce and get the fuck off the court, like I want production. If you can't give me production, what are you doing on the floor? What's the point?
He's a decoy.
A decoy? I don't.
That's what stuff, right?
We don't want to. Bro, I don't give a fuck about no decoy. You're our starting guard. You're not no decoy. You're a point guard. How is the point guard the decoy, bro?
Same way they would do for Steph.
If you're lacing up, bro, you're coming to play. Steph Curry was out there with a bad thumb. He laced him up and he came to play. He was still dropping 30 balls. You cannot convince me.
He has a bad hammy right now. If he comes and plays and he gives you a dud, what are you gonna say?
If he gives me what? If he gives me nothing, if Steph Curry comes back and gives me nothing, then I'm gonna say, oh shit.
What?
He was asked that game. What do you want me to say? He was asked that game.
You're gonna say he was hurt.
He was hurt and he was asked. He didn't produce. Him being on the floor doesn't help. It didn't help them. It hurt them. So if you want to jack Darius Garland was hurt, get the fuck off the floor. What's the point?
Sick. You sound like Stephen A. Sick.
Bro, you can't, bro. I'm not no fucking Stephen A.
Yeah, you sound just like it. Sick.
I'm better than Stephen A.
You both are Knicks fans. I see it.
I see what's going on here.
Bro, can we talk about the fact that I've gone viral?
You have? You're cooking up, brother.
Yeah, bro. I went viral, bro.
You know you got another one on the way.
Maybe. Shit.
Then we're gonna take you there.
Fucking maybe. That shit got 50K on the gram.
That's Stimmy. I know you like the Stimmy.
That shit got 50K on the gram, son. I never thought I'd never seen that before. That's crazy.
I've seen that before.
I never seen that before. That's crazy. Shit,
You
bro.
deserve that.
Listen, man, it's a lot. It's a lot of things going on with that Pacers game, but the one thing I will take away from that Pacers win, bro, is literally Halliburton's like his just outright leadership, right? He had 31 points, he had 6 threes, and he just kind of steps up. Like he steps up in when his team needs him the most. Sometimes he has these really slow starts, and he kind of disappears and he kind of fades within the offense, and things just don't really look good, right? But then after a while, you just see him pick it up. In some of the biggest moments, he's been present for. And while we kill him for not necessarily going out there scoring 35 and putting up all these numbers like all these other all-star guards, we have to admit, like, bro has some tough ass moments. We got to admit that. But what I think the Pacers did, the best thing about the Pacers, bro, no funny shit, is that depth.
Yeah.
Pacers got depth, bro. I think they're literally, I mentioned this to you. They're literally one of the deeper teams of the league. And you could see that in the way the scoring kind of changes up every game. You don't know who's gonna have a big game. You don't know where your big game is gonna come from. While I always think that is a good thing to have in certain situations. And I think sometimes it's bad to have, because what happens when defenses kind of tighten up, right? And now not everybody could just go and get free. But then that's when they ask on Haliburton to come in and save the day. But shit, what if he's been on chains? I just don't think. And what if he was on chains because he wasn't asserting himself? Like, he has games like that. And I think that's what worries me going forward in terms of for the Pacers when thinking about their potential matchup in the Eastern Conference Finals.
I think that their depth is going to help them in certain aspects, because when they play a team, if they do end up playing the Knicks, right? The Knicks don't have a deep and tested bench, right? So that's going to come in handy for the Pacers. They have played their bench and they know what those guys are capable of. So it's going to come in handy at certain points. But it could also be a hindrance, because it's like those guys may not be ready for a moment like this, because this is new territory. Although they were there last year,
who might not be ready for a moment like this?
The Pacers.
Oh yeah, definitely. They're not ready for a moment like this.
And this, although it's back to back for the Pacers, it's still new. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah,
but
bro. Almost that starting five minus Josh Hart been places.
Yeah, and Anobi in.
They all been places, and they've been doing shit. We heard OG talk about that. Probably I want to say last week, and he mentioned now how Jalen Brunson's been to Western Conference Finals, Kaz been to a Western Conference Finals, McCall and Cam, they've been to a finals. OG himself and Precious been to a finals. Like, they were little lads, but you know what I'm saying? They went too. Everybody got some sort of experience, bro.
Who's the vet on the Pacers? Is it just Turner? Is he the oldest?
Myles Turner is the oldest tenured Pacer.
That's crazy.
He's the oldest. Isn't the longest tenured? He's the longest tenured Pacer, bro. He's been there forever, nigga.
I mean, they gotta lean on him, man.
That shit crazy.
He's the anchor.
Nah, that's a fact, bro. That's a fact. Damn, son.
Should be good, man.
Bro, I have a I gotta tap in. I gotta tap another. I gotta tap some other people, bro. I gotta see what's going on in the world, man. I gotta talk more Knicks. I'm super excited about Knicks. We already ran through that Denver. We already ran through that Denver game.
Flip it up.
We already ran through.
Flip it up.
You know what I'm saying?
Boys at the press. I know.
Bro, I can't believe it, bro. I'm going viral. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I just can't hide it. Bro, matter of fact, before I even get into the, this is what we gotta do. We got to talk NBA draft. We got to talk about the NBA draft, bro. Hold on.
That's gonna be a very interesting draft. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, excuse me.
Do you foresee any trades happening?
So here's the thing. I do think that the Spurs would make a trade. But now, are they making like, do I think it's for Giannis? I don't know. Because I'm having a hard time. I kind of have a hard time in I'm just looking at the fit. Like, okay, sure, they could get they could have Giannis and Wemby. Like how well does that work together? Would that just be would that just be an upgrade of like Giannis and Brook Lopez? Is that like a upgrade through the roof?
Yes, because
like I'm thinking of the fact that I have to look at the way the Bucks use Brook Lopez in a way, and they let him shoot the ball, but like Wemby's just like way better offensively gifted. So it's like what would that really look like? And then on top of that, it's like, what do the Bucks really get back for this? Like, all right, you get the number 2 pick, and like, is this the draft you want to?
Yes.
Why?
Because these are the options at whoever has the number 2 pick. These are options. You have Ace Bailey, you got Dylan Harper, you got VJ Edgecombe, right? So any of these 3 guys can be for the Bucks starting.
They don't really those guys don't feel
like what?
They don't feel like generational. They don't feel like, I mean, it's good pieces. It's quality pieces.
So I'm saying it's a good foundational piece to build around.
But they need something.
They need something to build off of, because right now the Bucks don't have anything after Dame leaves, after Giannis leaves.
They need more. They need more than that. I need your second. I need the other one you got. I need the other one you got in that first round. I need probably next year. Like I need a clean house. I need a clean house.
That's never gonna happen.
I need a clean house. I think you gotta give me Vassell. Like, you can't have all this. Like, you can't have all this. This is crazy. Darian Fox, Giannis and Wemby. Like, come on, bro. Come on.
Yeah. But that's only if they trade. If they don't trade and they take one of these players, I'm fine with them taking a Ace Bailey. Because they already have guards. They have Stephen Castle, Devin Vassell. They got guards already, so they don't need
De'Aaron Fox. They have guards already, so they don't need more guards.
That's why I was so confused. I'm like, who would, if they didn't make a trade, who would they even? I mean, but you could always trade back. Like,
Yeah.
I don't want to. I don't want to just think that they're gonna sell the farm to get Giannis. I think why speed up this process?
I mean, is it speed up or is it according to the plan? Because the number 2 fell in their lap.
I mean, but still, I think it is. I think it is kind of speeding up the process because you was gonna pick somebody. He wasn't gonna trade. He wasn't gonna leverage that to go and get Giannis or anything like that. He wasn't gonna do that in the first place. So, like, when I
don't think they're going to. I think whatever happens with this number 2 pick is gonna propel them to a playoff spot next year.
You jacking that?
Whatever they do with this number 2 pick, number 1, I think they're gonna earn a playoff spot, and 2, I think depending on how good of a year the Spurs have, like if they're a top 4 team in the NBA in the West at least, I got Wemby and MVPs, folks, early, very early.
You think that Wemby could be on the same team with Giannis and be in MVP talks?
Well, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. I don't know if Giannis is going to be there.
Oh.
If not there, yeah, MVP talks.
Oh yeah, sure. But
early. That's the 3rd year.
But MVP, not really.
If they're a top 4 team,
not really. I think honestly, his best bet is getting like a defensive player of the year. I don't even think
that's locked already. That's locked for the 10.
I don't even think he can be. I don't even think Wemby can actually win an MVP anytime soon right now. It's impossible.
Why not?
It's impossible.
Well, I said talks. I say he's gonna win it. I say he'll be in the talks.
I don't even think he'll be in talks.
Nah, he gotta be.
No, why would he? Bro, I think we're moving away. I think we're moving away from the guy with fancy numbers and not winning like a high amount of games. I think we are well past. I think we're well past that era. I think if you're gonna win MVP in this league right now, you're not going to be fifth in the West. You're not gonna be 6 in the East, or like you're not gonna be at the bottom. You're just not.
Top 14. You gotta be a top 14. That's the limit.
Yeah, sure. I think you might have to be top 3. I don't think
the Spurs could do that.
I don't think the Spurs could do that.
If
I don't think
the
Spurs could do that because you got to look at the teams that were at the bottom. Look at the teams that were at the bottom. At the bottom. When I mean the bottom, I mean like that bottom 8, right? Like the Clippers were down there. The Warriors are gonna get better. The Timberwolves are gonna get better. The Mavs just got better. Like come on, gang. Like it's not even like the Spurs could easily be playing for a play-in next year. It's tough. It's the comp is tough in the West. Comp is tough.
It is.
So it's like I don't know how a guy like that could be even in MVP talks. He's gonna be defensive player of the year talks for sure, because you don't need to be. It looks like, by the way, they was talking about him earlier before the blood clots.
Yeah, he was the locker.
He was locked in that, and he was sitting at like 8th, 9th in the West. So,
but the thing about the defensive player of the year, what I've noticed as of recently, majority of the time they award the person who like gets like the most blocks. Like that's the stat that they go by. They don't really look at who's really locking up on defense for real.
Yeah. No, that's true. I mean, it's always been a big man. It's always been a big man award. I just think, like if you gave it to a guy like Wemby, then absolutely, right? I think he's a big man that is deserving of the award because he could slide his feet. You could he could get you on the perimeter. He could cover you on the perimeter a little bit, and he has the length. He has the length to cover mid-range shots. So Wemby definitely is way more versatile than a guy such as Rudy Gobert. He's just a little bit more. He's just a little bit more versatile, in my opinion.
If they let Rudy Gobert win, 4, right? How many do you think they're gonna let Wemby win? He's gonna be a lock for the next couple of years. You know that?
Yeah, for sure. No, for sure. I think him coming into the league as it felt like the award was kind of people were looking for wings. They were looking for a lot wings to award with this, in the coming future. But now with Wemby, the way he affects shots, the way he affects a lot of things, I just think it's gonna be tough.
This man, it's gonna be next year. We want, speaking of health, we want guys to be healthy next year, man.
Oh yeah. I'm not even fucking, bro. We're getting so thrown off. But yeah, man. Look, yesterday, I have a big issue, right? I have a big issue with Adam Silver. Now, here's my thing with Adam Silver. Does Adam Silver think we're all fucking stupid?
Yes.
No, for real. Does the NBA think we're fucking stupid? Because we know. It's they're not even trying to hide it, bro. They're not even trying to hide it, because there's no way that this keeps happening. There's no way. The lottery was supposed. I like the concept of the lottery. You kind of you don't want to
reward.
You don't want to reward just the tanking, just the flat out tank. You don't want to reward it. But then now it feels like the small market teams are still not the ones winning in the lottery. They weren't the ones winning. I mean, they weren't the ones winning that situation when it wasn't like that. I'm just trying to figure out how can the small markets win. And Adam Silver thinks he's fucking slick. In 2010, LeBron James leaves. LeBron James signs with the Heat. And what happened after that? The Cavaliers had a 2.8% chance of winning the lottery. And then in 2011, they won that. They selected Kyrie Irving. 2011, Chris Paul was traded to the Clippers. And that following draft, the Pelicans had a 13% chance of winning the lottery. What happened? They won the lottery. Anthony Davis was selected. Anthony Davis traded to the Lakers. The Pelicans had a 6% chance of winning the lottery. And what happened, class? They won the lottery. They selected Zion Williamson. And then 2025, Luka Doncic traded to the Lakers. Nico Harris, worst nightmare. Probably his most insane career move. The Mavericks had a 1.8% chance of winning the lottery. And what happened yesterday, class? The fucking Mavericks won the lottery. And they will select Cooper Flagg with the #1 overall pick. This is rigged. Y'all know this is rigged. We all know this is rigged. Look, Adam Silver, I'm going to look you in the face. I might have been born last night. Oh, shit. I fucking ruined it.
Yeah, you fucked it up.
I fucking ruined it. I might have been born that night, but not last night. I'm dead ass. You're not fooling me, bro. You're not fooling me with this. I swear he's not fooling me. I just think at this point, you might as well. They got to do something about uplifting the small market teams if this is the case. If this is what's happening, and So being asked because you just asked gets no reward, and then being asked intentionally also gets no reward. Like, how can I lift my franchise up from poverty? How?
I mean, you got to do what the NFL is doing, bro. Take their blueprint.
I mean, the NFL, but that would the NFL style would that would enable tanking though.
Yeah, but then at a certain point, you can't tank forever because you're getting good picks. Like, for instance, I'll give you a perfect example.
But like,
Look at the
no, but that's
right?
that's the entire, like, I'm saying though, that's the entire point of why they have the lottery. Like, teams were intentionally tanking, and they no longer wanted to see that. But then the lottery came, and then they just kept tanking. But then the ones that are super ass, they never win it. They like almost never win it. Well, they're not winning it often and properly.
I like the lottery because the lottery is it's luck, bro. The lottery is luck. Like, what happened to the Mavericks is luck. They had a 1% chance, and they got the odds.
That's nutty, bro. That's nutty.
Luck.
I can't believe it.
But when it's not the lottery, it just goes to however you performed throughout the year. That's also going to determine who gets the pick, not a lottery ball number. Hell no, I don't like that.
I swear I don't like it. I think it's
That's
the worst.
bro.
I think it's a strange system, and Adam Silver is gonna have to kind of figure this out. They got to go back to the drawing board with the lottery shit, because you're not fooling us, bro. You're not fooling us. He put the fix in. He put the call in, and he made shit shake.
When was the lottery introduced? Do you know what year?
I mean,
how recent?
When was the lottery? That's an easy look up.
Because I want to see something. If it hasn't been implemented that long, then we can pinpoint.
Well, it says that the lottery has been a thing since 1985.
85?
Yes.
Well,
crazy,
damn.
right? Crazy. But they made changes to it. Like, I want to say they made changes to it like not too long ago though.
Like what? What kind?
Because it was like if you had the worst record, you had like the most ping pong balls in the drawing.
Okay.
And then if you did it, they changed it up where it didn't work like that no more.
Because you know what I'm thinking about? I'm thinking about teams like, I'll give you a few teams, right? Look at the Cleveland Cavaliers before they got LeBron, right? They sucked, right? But then they got LeBron, they turned things around, right? You see what they did with Kyrie, you see what they did with Donovan Mitchell, and you see how now they're a productive team.
I mean, but Brown had to leave to get Kyrie, and then like
he did.
He had to do a lot of stuff had to happen.
But in that sense, it works. Similar to like the Sixers too. Like, they have to trust the process. They got Embiid, they got Ben Simmons, so it worked.
But that was from being. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, there was I don't know at what year they kind of changed it up. But during that MB trust the process shit, being asked was when being asked was rewarded. You were rewarded for being asked. Like, that's why it was trust the process. Because Ben Simmons went there, Joel Embiid was like top 5 pick.
Yep.
Joel Embiid was top 5 pick. That was the same year as Michael Porter Jr. Then Michael Porter Jr. fell to the 11th pick, and then the Denver Nuggets picked him. Yeah, man, it was a lot going on that year. I remember that shit. That might have. Wait, Joel Embiid I think that might have been Andrew Wiggins.
Nah. Well, Markel Fultz was in there. Jahlil Okafor is in that class.
No, hell no. Nope. What? Are you crazy?
Joel Embiid's class?
And you said Markel Fultz was not in Joel Embiid's class. Markel Fultz was in was with Lonzo Ball and Dylan Brooks.
That's right.
Who was in?
Let me look at the draft class.
Who class?
Here's draft.
Wait, what class you just talk about? You just said Joel
Embiid is 2014.
Yeah, Embiid 2014. That was the number one pick had to be Andrew Wiggins.
Yeah.
And that's when LeBron came back because they had to trade Andrew. Yeah, they had to trade Andrew Wiggins.
That's true.
They got Kevin Love. LeBron had came back.
It's tough.
Yeah, bro. It's
Aaron Gordon was in class. What the hell? Randall? Jokic was in that class. What?
Yeah, second round pick Jokic.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
he was
bro.
in Embiid.
Everybody's been good for a long time now, bro.
No, it has been a long time. 2014. Wow.
This shit is serious, man.
Are we ready to have that conversation about Haliburton and his place amongst the East guards?
His place amongst East guards?
Number 2, right? Behind behind Brunson. Can we say that? Emphatically?
No, I'll be honest, bro. I wouldn't say that. That means you're asking me to put Tyrese Haliburton over like Cade Cunningham.
That is exactly what I'm asking.
No, I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that ever. That ass. I wouldn't do that. I wouldn't do that ever.
He's head and shoulders above his competition. He's proving it right now.
I'm sorry, bro. He's not. It's like
he's not what?
It just doesn't. I don't like how it looks. I don't like how it looks. That's what I'm saying. No, for real. I don't like how it looks. I don't think Tyrese Haliburton is head and shoulders over like Cade Cunningham. I don't think so. I think Cade Cunningham is. I would take Cade Cunningham over Tyrese Haliburton. That's just me. I'm not even trying to be a hater. I just don't think. I just think he's just not in this modern era of guards. What I like about Tyrese Haliburton is I think he kind of has like a clutch. He kind of has a clutch factor to him, and like that's something we can't take away from him. But like just the takeover vibes. Tyrese Haliburton is not for me. I've seen Cade Cunningham take over games. I would rather Cade Cunningham over Tyrese Haliburton. Probably any day of the week. I'm being dead serious.
Yeah,
if the Pacers had Cade Cunningham and then they were going into the Eastern Conference Finals right now against the Knicks, I would be a little worried. I would be a little worried because that's a guy he can insert himself into a basketball game. I just don't. I think when you have a guy who kind of can cruise around like Tyrese Haliburton and then like he can end games with like 18 points, but he scored the last 6 in the fourth. So now it kind of looks like he was doing shit, but he wasn't really doing shit. Like when he could get away with so much, like
it's because it's a couple reasons.
Right now, if you're ranking Eastern Conference guards, it's Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham, and then the field. And you might but if you're going point guards, and you know what I'm saying, you probably got to get skimpy. But like if you're just saying guards of the Eastern Conference Finals, the Eastern Conference, it'll be Jalen Brunson, Cade Cunningham. It would be guards. It'd be Jalen Brunson, Donovan Mitchell, Cade Cunningham. It'd be Haliburton. Then it'd be Tyrese Maxey, Tyler Hero. Then like you probably put Dame there. I'm only putting Dame under Tyler Hero just because he wasn't really present this season. Like he wasn't doing a lot. But it'd go like something like that in terms of guards.
I'm not mad at that. But I do think that Haliburton is trying to create a space or a seat at the table at least. He wants a seat at the table. And he's making sure that his name is there. His
Bro,
assigned there.
bro, the only way you could get a seat at the table is if you go on band for band with Jalen Brunson. And Tyrese Haliburton is not going band for band with Jalen Brunson, so you can't come to the table. We're not even gonna let you. We're not even letting you have dinner with us.
If he takes the Knicks to 6, would you put him there?
But it won't be him taking the Knicks to 6. It'll be his committee. It'd be the fact that Andrew. It'll be the fact that fucking Andrew Nemhard had 15 and 6, and he had a good quarter, and then it'd be Pascal Siakam, and it'd be his whole cast.
The Pacers go as far as he goes, bro.
Maybe.
That's the truth. We've seen it when he wasn't available. We've seen how that team looks.
Yeah. Look, you ask me, bro. I'm heavy on
You know, Knicks tape.
I mean, I'm heavy on the Knicks. I just think we could talk about the Knicks before we close out real quick. Man, when it comes to the Knicks right now, I'm really excited. I'm really excited for Game 5 tomorrow. I think that we got the perfect opportunity to close out. I know that I feel like OG needs a break. So this is why it's like super important that the Knicks just come out in Game 5, handle business so they could get the proper rest while the rest of these guys continue to fight. When I look at what's happening, in prayers to Jayson Tatum. I hope he has a speedy recovery, man. But without Jayson Tatum, I just don't see how the Celtics can really fight. Because in reality, Jayson Tatum had 42 points yesterday, and they needed every little bit of that 42. And he was battling. It felt like Jayson Tatum was battling Jalen Brunson, Mikal Bridges, OG, and Cat by himself yesterday in that fourth quarter. And he was staying attached. Like at that point when he went down, I think he went down with 8 minutes left. He went down with 8 minutes. He went down with when?
Like at least 4 minutes left. 4 or 5 minutes.
4 or 5 minutes left, and they were down by 9. So he was attached, but the Knicks still would have. I think the Knicks still would have won, even if he would have still been in the game. That's neither here or there. But when I look, bro, when I think about what the Knicks got to do, all the Knicks got to do is come out strong. Like they got to come out. They got to limit the 3-point attempts. The Celtics get too gassed up when they start dropping those tray bombs.
No, they do. That's the thing, though. So they're not, and they haven't listened to the naysayers that say, "Oh, you shoot too many threes." They're sticking to their game plan.
Yeah, but at what point that shit not working? I think at some point Jalen Brown's gonna have to kill at all 3 levels tomorrow if he wants a chance at keeping this series alive. Like seriously, I'll ask you this though: is Jalen Brunson capable of closing out this series in Boston, or do you believe more in Jaylen Brown having an all-out performance, being the previous Finals MVP and Eastern Conference Finals MVP?
I see both because both can happen. I think Brunson is capable of closing it out on the Celtics floor, but I also think that Jaylen Brown is going to put up a fight. I expect a 40 piece out of him, at least. I expect him to go for every bucket. I assume he's going to get hot at some point and just go nuclear. But I think Brunson, just for his own psyche, wants to close it out in Boston.
If you asking me, Jalen Brunson is going to take care of all the business that he need to take care of in this game 5. The Celtics, they're fucking dead in the water. Jalen Brown, he's going to just do a bunch of bum shit. Jalen Brown has not shot the ball well. If that's news to anybody, I'm telling you right now, Jalen Brown has not shot the ball that well in this series. And I don't expect him to just wake up tomorrow morning and say to himself, man, I'm about to shoot this ball like I'm Jayson Tatum in game 4. It's not happening. It's impossible. I don't think Jalen Brown has it in him. And without Jayson Tatum, bro, I just don't see how they overcome the energy that the Knicks are going to come with in this game.
I'm going to tell you this. Watch out for one of these two guys. But aside from Jalen Brown doing what he's going to do, watch out for Derek White and Sam Hauser. One of those guys.
If he plays,
they might have to with no Tatum.
I mean, he might not be healthy.
Who's Tatum's backup? Who's next man up?
I mean, if you look at the rotation right now, they only have Cornette. They only have Luke Cornette coming off the bench. They have Porzingis coming off the bench, and they have Pritchard coming off the bench. Those are your primary guys coming off the bench. The starters play a lot of heavy minutes. That's why I think that they're in a do or die situation. I think they might have to literally ask everything they can out of Kristaps Porzingis, and I think he might start because you're down a man. Who are you gonna call on? You might as well.
What's the starting lineup? What's the starting lineup look like?
They'll probably go double bigs. They'll go double bigs. They'll probably yeah. They'll probably they'll go double bigs, and then what? That's Jalen Brown, Derek White, Drew Holiday. Yeah, those 3 in double bigs.
Okay.
Like I think they'll start it off like that. And then they'll probably mismatch us. Jalen Brown's gonna hunt his shots on Jalen Brunson. And it's gonna get like that in the first quarter, but then we're gonna limit it, and then we're eventually gonna control the pace, and then we're eventually gonna win. Like I know how this story is gonna end, and this story is gonna end in a Knicks W, bro.
That's the goal, man. Eastern Conference Finals appearance.
I'm telling you, bro, it's gonna happen.
Back for them, right?
You said what?
Is this back to back for them as well? No.
Back to back what?
No, because it was last year. Last year, conference final was Celtics and who?
The Pacers.
And Pacers. Okay, that's right.
And Pacers got ran through.
That's right. That is right.
They got ran through, bro. Like the Pacers are not. The Pacers are just not in our fucking league, bro. Like I got another. I got another one, man. No funny shit. How big? Look, before we get out of here, how big is Tom Thibodeau's coaching edge over Joe Mazzulla in this series? Like, how well do you think Tom Thibodeau is coaching?
I think for the first time in God knows how long, I think Tom Thibodeau is actually listening to, what people have been saying for a little minute now, which is you have to change up your schemes. Although he's still playing his starters heavy minutes, he's giving the other team different looks. Like he's not just throwing the same schemes at the opposition. And so because of that, you see how a lot of times, even though the Boston Celtics come out in spurts where they're ahead 10, 15 points in a quarter, the Knicks have found a way to fight back every time. And when it comes down to the fourth quarter and the closing, 8 minutes, 7 minutes, when the game gets down to those last few minutes, you see that the game is tighter every game. So at this point, I feel like Tom Thibodeau is definitely out coaching Joe Mazzulla. Joe Mazzulla is really just sticking to his guns and hoping that his players hits the shots that they always hit.
Yeah. He definitely, I think when it comes to defense, I think the Knicks defense has been in the games, particularly in the games that they won, the 3 games that they won. The times in which the defense really shows up, which is late in those games when they were reducing that lead, cutting into that lead, and then they were literally walking them down. I think that type of defense is the defense that Tom Thibodeau has always wanted. It's what he imagined in Wingstop between Mikal Bridges and OG. I think that's just not being talked about enough when it comes to his coaching. I think the adjustments in game 1 and game 2, it was more than just the Celtics missing shots. Maybe the fact that they stopped switching everything and they were fighting harder over screens. Like, a lot of defensive adjustments happened in games 1, 2, and game 4 in yesterday. So what I think Tibbs is actually killing Joe Mazzulla. I think at that point, when the game gets close, you expect you can see which coach shines when the game starts to get close. When it feels like Joe Mazzulla's game plan is, we are going to outshoot this team. Like, it feels like when the game gets tight in troubling situations, Joe Mazzulla doesn't necessarily shine at its brightest. And it feels like the players are the ones that kind of, orchestrate, and they're the ones that it feels like it doesn't have a lot to do with Joe Mazzulla. If the Celtics ever really do find themselves in those tight games and like in those late game situations. And all I'm seeing is, I'm seeing a team that's been walked down twice and then watch them get walked down in the third quarter yesterday. They kind of lose their fight. And that's why Jayson Tatum was doing so much in the fourth quarter, because nobody else came to the party with him.
That's true. Definitely true, man. Looking forward to that game tomorrow.
Yeah, bro. Shit is real, bro. Shit is dead ass real, man. But look, man, we gotta get out of here. We gotta end this stream, brother. It's getting late. It's getting late.
We did it.
Yeah, man. We was talking that shit, man. Thank you, man. It was lit today. Talked a little. We talked about NBA. I was supposed to get into some NFL shit, but I gotta figure that out. I'll probably do some NFL tomorrow. I think I'm streaming later. I'm gonna stream while the game is going. So while the Knicks game is going, like, so I'll be talking like NFL around that time. But yeah, man, you catch me tomorrow. It's lit.
All right, man. Have a good night, man.
Yes, sir. We out of here.
Got my back. Who got my back? I got your back. Who got my back? I got your back. Who got that swerve? I got that swerve.